Doing this morning? I just did a video talking about us going live, so let's get going. I want to be on time so we can get it in and get it done because let me tell you guys, there is so much to do today. There's always so much to do today. There is always so much to do. And so we're going to get ready to go live. So good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing today? How are you doing? What is going on with you? Yes, we are about to go live, or we are live. What am I talking about? We are already live, you guys. Your girl is live and in the building. Yes, we are live and in the building, you guys. Yes. And so we are doing what we got to do today. Yes, we are doing what we got to do. All right. All right. I'm just making sure I pin everything this morning. Boom. We are pinned. We are pinned today. Bam and bam. I think we're good. All right. So good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. It's your girl, Yasmin Shiraz. We are doing what we got to do today. We are getting ready to get started. I know I got my stuff going a little crazy today. How is everybody doing? Is everybody doing good? I'm going to move this up a little bit so that I can see y'all. I realize y'all actually probably don't need to look at my feet while I'm walking. So I'm going to move up a little bit so that way we're going to have us a lively conversation. And so I want to make sure that I can see your commentary, okay? I want to make sure that I can see your commentary. So I need to do it. All right, so that's good. So you guys may not see my feet, but hey, what's up, Divine Morning Time, Mr. 420? How are you doing? How's it going? Yes, I can see you guys a little bit better today. So what I'm doing is I'm just having us a little bit closer so that I can read your comments because I can't when it's so far away. And so you guys may not see my feet when I'm walking on this treadmill, but the treadmill is when I'm doing more of the teaching. And so it's very important for me that you guys that I hear what you guys are saying and see what you guys are saying. So this will just allow me to see a little bit better, okay? So I hope everybody is doing good today. I hope everybody is doing good today and everything. Yes, this is so much better because I can just do this and I can hear you guys. All right. So let's get the show on the road. It's just 5 minutes behind, so we're doing pretty good. Let's get this show on the road today, you guys. I had an interesting day yesterday. You guys know I went to the doctor afterwards for my annual checkup. And so I want everybody to make sure you are making sure, if you got your checkups that you have to go to, make sure you are going and getting your checkups, okay? Do not wait for something to go wrong before you feel you have to go to the doctor. Go to the doctor before something goes wrong, okay? So yesterday I was doing my annual checkup, and so I was sort of like, hey, let me get out of here. All right, so today, our topic today, at the Start Your Day with a Win workout, we are talking about how to build self-esteem, okay? That is our topic for today, how to build self-esteem. I'm talking about this because I understand what a challenging thing this is for so many people out here, right? We have so many things that are going on with our self-esteem. And I know when I do work with teen girls, for example, and middle school and high school students, this is something that really no one talks to them enough about building their self-esteem. And then they grow up and they become men and women who struggle with their self-esteem, okay? Because it's not something simply that you need as a young person, you need it, period, okay? Whether you are, no matter who you are, I feel all tightened up today with this thing. Y'all don't understand. This thing is so uncomfortable to me. But anyway, so whenever I'm coming on and I'm doing stuff for when I'm working with middle school students and high school students, and I'm talking about self-esteem. And today, I just was thinking about greatness and people who aspire to do great things and what is involved. And so today, we're going to talk about how to build self-esteem. Yes, yes. Mr. 420, I can read that because I'm close enough. Mr. 420 says, building self-esteem, you have to learn to say no. Okay, it's empowering. That's absolutely an excellent point in this. But I want to say to you guys, with self-esteem, right, when you have low self-esteem, sometimes it leads you to accept being in abusive relationships, okay? So this isn't something, you guys, just for us to blow off, okay? Sometimes you accept being in abusive relationships because of it, right? Sometimes you accept abuse. People will accept less money when they are in, when they have low self-esteem, okay? They will accept less money, right? They have higher stress when you have low self-esteem, okay? Mental health issues, right? When you don't feel good about yourself, now becomes something where you are dealing with mood swings, feeling down, okay? This is all a direct correlation to low self-esteem. To say nothing, you guys, of anxiousness, okay? So, today's topic, how do you build self-esteem? You know, how do you build, even as an adult, say you were somebody, you didn't build your self-esteem as a young person, how do you build it as yourself? All right, I'm gonna give you guys an example. I was an intern when I was I was a college student. I was an intern at the Postal Inspection Service in Washington, D.C., in their headquarters, right? This is a big deal. As a college student. And my freshman year, they were paying me, I don't know, $8 some an hour to work for them. And then when I came back my second year, so I was a year closer to my degree, they were going to pay me the same amount. And so I went to my manager and I said, well, manager, I feel like I should get more money. And she was like, you know, why do you feel that you should be paid more money? Hi, Miss V. She said, why do you feel that you should be paid more money? And I said, I feel I should be paid more money because I am 1 year closer to my degree, okay? So again, knowing your worth and knowing your value. When you engage in scenarios, relationships, situationships that make you lower your value, it impacts your self-esteem. If you are in let me say it again. If you are in relationships and situationships that make you feel less than your value, right? It lowers your self-esteem, okay? So then, you know, becomes stress, mental health issues, abuse, all that sort of stuff, okay? So how do we do it? How do we build it? One, we're going to set goals for ourselves, okay? So just like how we come on here and we're like, hey, every day we're showing up for ourselves. When you send that energy out to yourself that, hey, I can do it, right? That's a self-esteem builder, okay? That is a self-esteem builder, okay? You are going to keep commitments to yourself, okay? This builds your self-esteem. It says to your mind, you are worth it, okay? I'm going to move this camera because it's annoying me. I know, you guys, I am so particular about stuff, aren't I, this morning? All right, Mr. 420, what are you saying? Okay, now listen. Mr. 420 is saying, this will be better, so I don't want y'all to feel like I'm about to fall off the thing. He says he started my job at $8.34 an hour, and now he makes 46.54 an hour 28 years later. Okay? I guarantee you for Mr. 420 that being able to move from 834 to this is a self-esteem movement. Somebody else will be happy, oh, I can still keep the 8. Oh, I can still keep the 10. Oh, I can still keep, you feel what I'm saying? And so that's why people think that there is no consequence to having low self-esteem. There is absolutely a consequence, because that consequence is money in your pocket. There's a real, listen, I'll tell somebody quick, no, you got to pay me more money. I tell people that because I believe in my value. I believe what I'm bringing to the table, okay? And so a lot of people do not understand that low self-esteem definitely correlates with low wages, okay? Low self-esteem, low wages, they married, okay? They husband and wife, okay? So thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. 420. Mr. 420 said, give me an opportunity to grow and climb the ladder. Absolutely. But how many people have we heard say, oh, I'm just going to stay in this position, I can't find an opportunity, and they stay locked in exactly where they are? How many people have we heard say that exact thing? Okay? And so this is why self-esteem is not simply a conversation you need to have with your kids, but this is a conversation you need to have with yourself. Okay? This is a conversation you need to have with yourself. I guarantee you, you do not love yourself if you're letting somebody abuse you. I guarantee you, you have low self-esteem if you are allowing somebody to beat you up. I guarantee you. Now, you could have come into the relationship and had high self-esteem. You could have had high self-esteem when you came into the relationship, and over time, whatever things happen or whatever. But I guarantee you, now your confidence is shot. I've shared with you guys before, I volunteered at a battered women's shelter as a college student. That's one of the things that I learned, that when somebody is beating on you physically, they are also beating on you emotionally. Okay? So self-esteem is intrinsic to our happiness, to our peace, to us moving forward. Yes, hey Ty, after so many years, that pay rate should be up. Absolutely, absolutely. But we know a lot of people aren't going to even get that, Ty. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Ty said those people who won't move, you call them stuck chucks. Yes, nothing worse than settling in a relationship or in a work environment that doesn't appreciate your self-worth. Absolutely. And that's what we're talking about today, guys. Self-esteem. Because a lot of us are walking around, hey, administrator from Jamaica. A lot of us are walking around, pretending that we have good self-esteem and high self-esteem, but the way that we are allowing ourselves to be treated at work, the ways that we're allowing ourselves to be treated in relationships are betraying this idea, this mask that we wear, okay? So, another example that I want to give to you. When I got out of graduate school, you guys know, well, you may not, I have my master's degree in sociology and criminology, with an emphasis in criminology. And it was really hard for me when I first got my job. It was very hard. Wait a minute, I'm gonna say, administrator says, good morning, everyone. I'm a bit late. Oh my goodness. Girl, I bet you that garden is beautiful in Jamaica. That's okay, we're just glad you're here. But I had my master's degree and I was looking for jobs. I couldn't find a job anywhere. And so I elected to start a business, but my mom told me that there was some temp jobs hiring in the DC area, right? And I was like, temp jobs doing what? And she said, well, you can be a secretary for this temp job. And I'm like thinking, Mom, I got 2 degrees and I'm gonna be the secretary? And she was like, hey, it is what it is. And so I went and I applied. And I didn't, come in there thinking I was better than everybody else because I had been educated or whatever. No. I said, okay, let me take a lay of the land. Let me see what's going on, right? And I did my secretarial, did my little work, whatever I was doing, I did it, right? But then I started paying attention to how the people was getting government contracts, y'all. How they was getting government contracts to do work. And I was like, I'm sitting here being paid from the temp agency. Maybe I should figure out how these people are getting a government contract so I can get a government contract, right? And so again, I didn't let my ego get caught up in anything, but I said, if they got government contracts and they making more money, then I could get a government contract too. And my testimony is I had my first government contract when I was 25 years old. Because my self-esteem, I was like, these people who got these contracts, they're no better than me. They're no better than me. And if they're no better than me, that means that I can get that contract too. Okay? So again, you guys, that self-esteem, what are we talking about? All right, how are we going to get that self-esteem going? So set goals for yourself, keep commitments to yourself, okay? Another important thing that James mentioned over on YT, saying no. He said saying no, but it's also, guys, blocking out the noise. Blocking out the noise. What am I talking about? A lot of people, when I was going and figuring out, I'm getting me a government contract, I don't talk to a lot of people like that anyway, but a lot of people will go tell this family member, tell that family member, and a lot of these people, they're jealous of you. A lot of these people aren't going to be inspired by what you're trying to do, okay? They're not going to be inspired by it. They're not going to encourage you. You feel what I'm saying? So my point there is, you stay focused on what you're doing. Don't worry about the naysayers. You don't even have to share with them and include with them what you're trying to do. They don't have to be included. All right? All right? So when I talk about block out the noise with your self-esteem, if you're on a self-esteem journey or a journey to lift your self-esteem, you have to check in with you. Okay? Period. You have to be somebody who is like, wait, how do I set this goal for myself? And here's the thing. A lot of people will tell you, will discourage you. Okay? A lot of people will discourage you. All right? We don't want that. Okay? And we know they're going to do it. So the best thing that you can do is have tunnel vision. You're literally like this. All right. Trauma correlates as well with self-esteem. Thank you. Miss V is in the comments, you guys. And she's saying trauma correlates with self-esteem. Okay? And I want to say, you are not what you've been through. You know what I'm saying? You are not what you've been through. I went through a trauma when I was 14 years old. And one of the things that I said to myself, just because I had become victimized, I would not become a victim. You know what I'm saying? I would not let somebody else's poor decisions impact how I was going to live my life. And I know that's that's hard for some survivors. I realize that. But how I look at it is, say somebody does something to you, right? It takes all of, say, 15 minutes from somebody to overpower you, take advantage of you, whatever. Say it takes a whole 15 minutes, right? They go about their business. I'm not going to let their bad decisions in 15 minutes to control the rest of my whole life, which is decades upon decades upon decades. It gives you perspective, because why give power to somebody else who's so clearly not worth your time? I hope I'm getting through to somebody today. Please tap up the live. I hope I'm getting through to somebody today. Yes, Amir, welcome up, welcome back, welcome back. Amir, I don't think I've ever seen you. So, hello there, how are you? How are you? How's it going? We just talking about how do we build self-esteem out here, you guys? How do we do that? Okay? We got to set goals. We got to keep commitments to ourselves. We got to block out noise. Okay? We got to talk back to negative thoughts. All right? We got to talk back to negative thoughts. I've already done 16 minutes on the treadmill with the first half of our lesson regarding building self-esteem. Okay? A lot of people think self-esteem is a conversation that we have with young people. You have grown adults who are making decisions that reflect that they have low self-esteem. Okay? You're in a low vibrational relationship, low self-esteem. Okay? I don't care. You can be mad. It's the truth, right? You want high vibration in your life. Okay? You're accepting abuse from your job or whatever. Low self-esteem. Okay? Because as soon as you realize they're going to abuse you, okay, how can I pivot? How can I pivot? What can I be doing? Is there something I need to learn? Is there a side hustle I need to have? What can I do? All right, administrator. Yes, getting through to my younger self. I am retired from my first administrator job and now on my second. Well, awesome. I'm happy to hear that. Yes. I mean, I'm happy to hear that from you. I'm happy to hear it. Yes, we got to keep going. You know, a lot of this stuff we're not taught in our household. We're not taught, you know, oh, wonderful, you're in healthcare education. Wonderful, glad to hear it. You know, we're not taught these things. So don't ever feel bad when you feel like, well, gosh, how did my self-esteem get low? How did it get out of control? It's something that you have to work on every day. Every day you show up for yourself and you set a goal, your self-esteem is going to come up a little bit more, okay? You are a work in progress. You are the most important project you ever have. Not your kids, not your partner, not your parents, yourself, all right? Because everybody around you is taking notes and is looking at what you're doing. Not what you're saying, what you're doing, okay? You know what I'm saying? So just make sure that you guys dial in on that. I think I'm gonna try to get through the first 30, just doing these real fast. Y'all know how much this is hard for me on here because it just doesn't feel energizing enough, but we're gonna keep going. All right, the second part of our lesson. Good morning, yes. Going to 500, let's go. Yes, Leo, welcome in. We're just doing, welcome in, y'all, welcome in. All right, I want to give an example of self-esteem in action from a sports lens because, so many people relate to sports. And sports is just one of those things that, can connect people. And the example that I want to give this morning is LeBron James. And whether you like him or don't like him, this is an example of the human psyche at work and self-esteem at work. So just let me cook for a minute. When LeBron James enters the league at 18 years old or whatever, immediately you have critics, you have proponents of him. I'm just going to call those people them, right? I'm going to just call them the them people. But then he has himself, right? How he thinks, what he feels that he should do. So when Sports Illustrated, gave him his first cover and all these different things came, the people, they had something to say. He had something that he wanted to do, right? He always had, so it's all these, you got these people, maybe they support you, maybe they don't, but then you have yourself. As he's going through the league, he's playing games, he's winning, he's losing, he's being selected as an all-star or whatever. You got people saying, well, how great is he going to be? How can he be great? Can he be great, right? And you have all these conversations about them or having all these conversations about him. But he's deciding himself, okay? I'm going to show up to every game. I'm going to condition my body in the off season. I'm going to take care of my body. Again, you got them and you got him, okay? So the whole time, some other people are saying stuff. Maybe they're for you, maybe they're against you, but he has himself, right? Then you come, you try the championships. You know what I'm saying? A real accolade, right? You got them saying, will he get as many as Michael Jordan? Will he do this, that, and the third? Why doesn't he have more championships? Whatever. You got them and you got him. And every day he's lacing his sneakers up, putting on his uniform, and he's deciding, how can I show up for myself today? How can I show up for myself today? And just in these little 3 examples here, you have them and you have him. And the point that I want to make about them and him is you always have people talking. You always have people talking, right? And a lot of people, to what Mr. 420 just put in the chat, they want to, when LeBron is mentioned, they want to talk about Michael Jordan. And that's the point of this meeting. This is the point of this episode right now, right? Because LeBron's greatness is not about Michael Jordan. It's about how he has chosen to show up, right? It's how he has chosen to lace his sneakers. It is how he has chosen to say, you know what? This is what I'm doing for me. And so take that context as it relates to you and the things that you may want to do in your life. It's not about someone comparing you to somebody else. That's not what it's about, okay? It's not about, what's up, guy? Big Donut. It's not about people comparing you to someone else, right? Every time somebody says, oh, well, MJ's the GOAT, not LeBron, it's clear that they've missed the point, right? Because he has made a decision to show up, right? Now, we talk about the rings. People love talking about the rings and this and that. It's what they're saying about the rings, and it's what he is saying about the ring, right? Now, there have been hundreds of NBA players, right? Many of them, right? Not everybody has the same thing that Michael Jordan has, the accolades and everything. Not everybody has the things that LeBron has, right? But the point is, oftentimes, when LeBron is brought up, you always have somebody who says, I'm going to compare that person to Michael Jordan. And why do they do that? They do it in an attempt to diminish LeBron's contributions, right? It's not about, we all know Michael Jordan is great. It's not about, how great Michael Jordan is. It's like, oh, well, we want to let this guy know he's not as great as Michael Jordan. And the reason why I'm bringing this up in the self-esteem discussion is you could be up here doing whatever your goal is, losing weight, doing your job, doing your investing, whatever you're doing. Somebody can always come and say, you're not doing it as well as somebody else, right? Somebody can always come and tell you you're not doing it as well as somebody else. And what I'm here to say to you today is it is not about somebody else. LeBron's greatness isn't about MJ's greatness. Michael Jordan's greatness was not about Magic Johnson's greatness. Wasn't about Larry Bird's greatness. Wasn't about
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's greatness, right? But people miss that point. And so let this be a lesson. When people are comparing you to other people, it is often an attempt to diminish who you are, okay? This is a diminished free zone right here. This is a diminished free zone, right? We are talking about how to build your self-esteem, all right? And again, I'm just trying to give you this lens from sports because no matter how many times LeBron shows up, you're going to have somebody attempt to diminish his contributions to the game, right? Always. Even though he has done a lot, right? They don't care. They want to diminish it. And what I'm saying is, in his mindset, you got them and you have him. And he couldn't stop what he was doing just because somebody's going to say, oh, MJ's the GOAT. That's great. He still has his tunnel vision for what he needs to do or what he wants to do. All right? That's how you have to look at yourself and your goals when it comes to self-esteem. It's not about what other people think. It is not about their opinions. All right? Now, in this last part of this example, yes, you guys, we're at 27. I'm almost at 30 on this. I wanted to go ahead and hit this 30 so that I could just get into my kettlebell swings and everything else. Say things like injury, his business acumen. You know, he gets these maximum contracts every year. One of the things that LeBron does from a business standpoint is the teams try to lock you in to a longer term because it's really a lower rate. But LeBron, over the last, I don't know how many years, but it's been a while, he keeps getting that maximum 1-year contract. That is him betting on himself. That's a high self-esteem move because he knows if he gets hurt or something happens, it's going to impact his value. Every year, he bets on himself. Every year, he bets on himself, okay? Showing up, all right? Nobody talks about how many games that he goes without ever being off. I mean, I go and I see the Lakers, and when I was living in LA, I would go see them or what have you. And he's always showing up. Nobody talks about that, right? And so the point, like you have people on rosters who are always hurt, right? And so the point that I'm trying to make is that in your life, you are always going to have them with something to say, them with a comment. Now, them may not even be doing the work that you're doing. Them may not even be doing the heavy lifting that you're doing, but them gonna flap their gums, okay? And so I gave you this example about LeBron because you always have people who are gonna say something negative, and this guy has to be like this. Okay, sure, I'm gonna show up for the season opener. Yep, you know, I'm year 23, whatever year I'm in, okay, I'm gonna keep going, boom, you know what I'm saying? And so it's just an example. I know so many people like sports. Guys, we're almost at 30 minutes here. So this is really good. I wonder how you guys like the format of just doing the 30-minute lesson at one time. But this was an example of why we have to focus on our self-esteem and how we can do it. And an example that you have people out here that you can use as an example that are going to show you that they have to go through the same thing, you guys. You know what I'm saying? You know, self-esteem is something, it's everybody's business. You know what I mean? Even in terms of, like I said about LeBron and negotiating those contracts. He gets contracts where he is betting on himself. You get a 10-year contract that's worth, or just say you even get a 5-year contract that's worth $100 million. Whether, you know, that's a great contract, right? Gosh, that's a great contract. But if you can get a 1-year contract worth 35 million and you meet all your markers, and now you got your next contract worth 40, you are basically being paid more per year. And so that's the thing when we talk about how does self-esteem affect your money? It affects how you believe you should be valued. Okay? How do you believe you should be valued? And people make the mistake and think self-esteem is just a conversation we need to have with young people. They couldn't be more wrong. They couldn't be more wrong, because a lot of us as adults are walking through life with low self-esteem. All right, y'all. Your girl is getting busy today. I'm gonna pull this back so I can be close to the screen. This is how simple this thing is. See how simple that is, y'all? I just move it right on out the way. And now we're gonna get into our kettlebell swings. So, man, wow, that felt good. 6 more minutes. Okay, that's right, you guys. Good morning. Yeah, oh my good. Jim walks in nature. Hey there, administrator. How are you doing? Administrator said, hey, TikTok, we want to do what we got to do. So I just wanted to share that today. So we did our lesson in our first half of our call, of our chat. So now, you guys, we're going to move right now into, thank you so much, administrator. You was able to find it without no problem, too. That's great. It feels like so many people are like, shoot, I can't find it. I'm going to take this off, you guys, so I don't overdo. And now we're going to get into our kettlebell swings. All right. If you are new to kettlebells, or if you are new to kettlebells or lifting weights or whatever, they can give you calluses in your hands, okay? So you want to make sure that you're wearing a glove. Y'all see I was over there sweating. You want to make sure that you are wearing a glove, okay? Weightlifting gloves. They are not for you to look cute and look official, though I'm sure you all look cute and official with your gloves on. But it is to help you with your calluses, to help prevent them, right? Because you don't want to be shaking somebody's hand and they be like, dang, where her hands been at? Where her hands been at? What's going on with her hands, right? So, all right. So we did our lesson for the morning. So let's go ahead, you guys, and get into we do 120 of these. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. All right, so we just did 20 real quick. Our topic today was self-esteem, but we are off of our topic now because we did it today in our first 30 minutes, okay? Now, my trainer always tells me to wear one of these things. I don't know, maybe with the weighted vest. Let's try it again. Whew, guys, this thing be the mess. First of all, mine is too big. Mine is a large, and my waist is really not a large. So my thing, I be struggling, y'all. But what these things do is they are supposed to warm your body up too, to help you burn, okay? Administrator, you are all over the place today. I love it. Yes, thank you for the rose. Thank you for the rose. You guys, we already went from 0 to 20. I appreciate it. What are your thoughts on self-esteem today? Let's open it up for you guys at the end of as we're going through our kettlebells. What are you guys saying about self-esteem today? Everybody needs to work on their self-esteem as a daily practice, okay? As a daily practice. It's not something you graduated 18, you got your self-esteem locked, and that's it. That's not how self-esteem works. Self-esteem is something that you work on every day. When you lie to yourself, you hurt your self-esteem. When you let people abuse you, it hurts your self-esteem. When you are mistreated, it hurts your self-esteem. A lot of people don't understand that. I've written a couple of books on self-esteem. People need to understand self-esteem affects how much money that you will make in your life. Because if you don't believe in yourself, you believe you should be paid less. Look it up. All right, y'all, 20 to 40, let's do it. All right, 20, 21, 22, I'm telling y'all the truth, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, come on, y'all, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, come on y'all, 40, come on y'all. We did 40 kettlebell swings today with the 15-pound. What is going on? What is going on, you guys? We are doing our kettlebell swing portion of our workout. We have already done the treadmill. I love my treadmill, you guys. It is so light. On Fridays, I just lift it up and I put it in my closet, okay? I lift it up and I put it in my closet. It's super easy. I'm someone, as y'all can tell, I hate clutter. And so, you know, I don't even have a lot of tables and stuff because I want to use my space the way that I want to use it, okay? Okay, how you guys doing over there in YT? Ty, are you off that treadmill yet? How are you doing? Mr. 420, how many push-ups or have you done? Are you at 500, 700? Where are you at today? All right, let's go from 40 to 60, okay? 40 to 60. You guys, when I started this, I only could do barely 100 with a 10-pound. We're now doing 120 with 15. All right, we can talk about it or we can be about it, but we can't do both. All right, y'all, let's do it. 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, come on y'all, 46, 47, come on y'all, 48, 49, woo, 50, we got this thing, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, come on y'all, woo, 60, that was 60, you guys. Woo, where y'all at? All right, Miss V, where you at, Miss V? It's time for our anger management portion of the exercise. If you have been working out with me, then you know the anger management portion of the exercise is where we do our little boxing and we imagine whatever our frustrations are that we boxing them. We boxing them frustrations out. Your water bill is too high, we're gonna box them out. You know what I'm saying? Somebody cut you off in traffic, we're gonna box it out today, okay? We carry a lot of our stress in our body, in our central nervous system. So when you do boxing and you're mentally imagining, okay, that water bill, boom, boom, 1, right? You're telling your body, we're gonna knock that thing out. Boom, boom, 2, boom, boom, 3, boom, boom, 4, boom, boom, 5, boom, boom, 6, right? Uppercut, uppercut, 7, uppercut, uppercut, 8, uppercut, uppercut, 9, uppercut, uppercut, 10, uppercut, uppercut, 11, right? And we are doing what we have to do, okay? All right, uppercut, uppercut, 12, uppercut, uppercut, 13, uppercut, uppercut, 14. All right, come on, y'all, let's do it. All right, uppercut, uppercut, 15. All right, whatever is frustrating you today, I want you to imagine when you go and you do your boom movement, I want it coming from your shoulder, and I want you stepping into it. Uppercut, uppercut, 15. You feel that? Uppercut, uppercut, 16. Miss V, where you at? Uppercut, uppercut, 17. Uppercut, uppercut, 18. Uppercut, uppercut, 19. Uppercut, uppercut, 20. All right? We want to keep our hands high so nobody punches us in the nose, okay? Uppercut, uppercut, 20. Uppercut, uppercut, 21. Uppercut, uppercut, 22. Uppercut, uppercut, 23. Uppercut, uppercut, 24. Uppercut, uppercut, 25. All right? All right, we're making sure we're doing what we got to do. I keep bumping into my kettlebell. Uppercut, uppercut, 26. Uppercut, uppercut, 27. Uppercut, uppercut, 28. Uppercut, uppercut, 29. Uppercut, uppercut, 30. All right. So, this is what we're doing. So, we had a great lesson this morning. I am so impressed with our lesson. I was so excited. You guys realize I go to bed at night, and I never know what we're going to talk about in the morning. And when I get up in the morning and I'm sort of like, what are we going to talk? Yeah, yes, I hear you, I hear you. Ty's in the chat over in YT saying, hey, she got to catch her breath before these swings. And Miss V said, what you have said today has really hit home for me. Yes, that's what we, listen, I get up in the morning and I literally look up and I'm like, all right, Lord, what we going to say today? What kind of thing, what kind of word can we impart today? And so something said to talk about greatness. That was the first sort of like word that came to my mind. And I was like, well, wait, how are we going to break that down? And I was like, you know what? I'm working on my site, yasminshiraz.net. And I want to put all these different things that I've learned in articles and stuff like that and stuff that we are sharing. This is good stuff. And I'm like, this needs to go somewhere. We need a central hub for this information, right? And so my brain is just thinking about how do I help my community? How can I provide a great service? And so how to build self-esteem. That's how it passed on. Now I did the quintessential teen girl. I wrote, 30 years ago, I believe now, I wrote it very young in my career, the blueprint for my girls. I wrote that, and that's been in Essence and Ebony, Teen People, Cosmo Girl. You know what I'm saying? So I am that girl in terms of self-esteem. All right, so let's go. All right, y'all, now we're going to lead with our left, and we're going to lead with our left leg, okay? So we're leaning, and we're trying to pull this, boom, boom, boom. We're trying to pull it from back here, okay? We're trying to pull it. We're trying to work on my arm fat here, all right? So we're going to uppercut one, uppercut two, uppercut three, and we're getting that right here. We pulling it in and putting some power in it. Uppercut four, uppercut five, uppercut six. Let's make sure we tap them people at Miss V's job. Uppercut seven, uppercut eight. All right, and it's really fun. This is a fun job. This is a fun exercise, particularly if you think about like someone who's like irritated you and you're imagining, I'm serious, I know y'all, I might sound crazy, I don't care. But, it can be fun. Uppercut 8, uppercut 9, uppercut 10, uppercut 11, uppercut 12, uppercut 13. Keep your hands up. Uppercut 14, right? Uppercut 15. We want to lean in. Okay, somebody coming for you, you going, oh. You know what I'm saying? We're going to lean in. Uppercut 16. Uppercut 17. Uppercut 18. Uppercut 19. Uppercut 20. Uppercut 21. All right? Uppercut 22. All right? After we get these 8, we're going to get these kettlebell swings in. We got, 60 more to do. What number are we on? 17? Uppercut 18. Uppercut 19. Uppercut 20. I don't know what number I'm on. Uppercut 21. All right, y'all. My birthday's next week. Next week. Uppercut 22. Uppercut 23. Uppercut 24. Woo! Y'all, we doing what we gotta do today. Uppercut 25. Uppercut 26. All right? My hands are looking me down here. Bam! You just got your bell rung. Right? Uppercut 27. Uppercut 28. Uppercut 29. Uppercut 30. All right. Miss V. Yeah. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh my goodness. So Miss V is using 3 pounds when she does her air punches. My God, your arms must be on fire. That's a great suggestion though, because I do have, thank you for telling me that. Maybe I'll add that to mine as well, Miss V. I'll do that for mine as well. I saw, thank you so much, Ty. Yes, we are Mr. 420 in the chat saying, hey, uppercut boss. That's right. He's uppercutting his boss man. Boom, boom, back, right? Yes, Ty is saying she finished the uppercut while I was chatting. That's very good. All right, great caption today. Thank you. I was struggling with I was trying to get the Ty on the thumbnail. I don't know if you're talking about the thumbnail. I was trying to get the treadmill in the thumbnail. So I was like, I don't know how this thing looked, but y'all don't realize I do a new thumbnail. I take photos and everything every day to get people, so they'll be like, okay, this is what they're doing. Child, I don't know how that works. All right, you guys. So we did our punches. All right. Now we can do some elbows to knees real fast, or we can go into the kettlebell swings. Let's do our elbows to knees real fast, you guys. I just got to kick that out the way. All right, let's do our elbows to knees real fast. And Miss Ty, you weren't here, but Miss V got a 16-pound weighted vest. Ty, Miss V got a 16-pound weighted vest. So I just want to tell you, in our community, they are making sure that I am pushing myself because they are doing what they got to do. And Ty is saying she is doing 2 pounds on the treadmill. And that's what you want, guys. You want to be a part of a community with people who are going to encourage you and make you feel like, you know what, I can do this. I can, keep going. I can keep moving on, right? Hey, Andy, none of the above. Hey, girl, how are you doing? How you doing? Hey. I'm a cheer because you're here. Yes, girl, how you doing? So you want people who are encouraging you. So now we've been encouraged to use 2 pound. I don't have a 2 pound weights. I have some 1 pounds. I've been encouraged to use 2 pound weights on the treadmill. And also when we're doing those punches, you guys, tomorrow I'm gonna bring my weights out and we're gonna do those punches with weights in our hand. Why not try the intensity? We can try it. If we don't like it, we can always put it down. You feel what I'm saying? All right, y'all. All right, let's do our elbows to knees. This is where we're trying to get 30 on each side, okay? 30 on each side. 1. Thank you so much for the rose. I appreciate it. Yes, yay! Yes, my girl just got the #1 badge. Yes, yes. Girl, you be changing your name. You better be glad I know what you look like. Because my God, she done changed your name so many times. 1, come on, y'all. 2, 3. Make sure you're drinking water. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You guys, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. Yes. Stop 16 pounds. Yes, I know. I'm going to break out my 15 pound. I do have a 15 pound one. I do this whole birthday bag thing every year where I buy myself gifts for my birthday. I've done this like 10 years. And even when my husband was alive, I would say, you can buy me whatever you want for my birthday, but I'm going to buy myself what I want. Yes. So you're changing your name again on the 18th? Girl, you better cut it out. You better cut it out. You better cut it out, y'all. All right. In time. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I know. Miss V. She said Miss V is saying it's so heavy. All right. But you know what? Your body's going to get used to it. So I'm going to start mine on Monday. Like I said, my birthday's on Thursday, so I was going to wait, but I didn't really buy it for my birthday. So I'm going to start on Monday with Miss V. All right, you guys. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. You guys, if you guys came in late, y'all missed a great episode. The first half of the episode, and I think I'm going to do it that way. Just go through the first part of the episode where we're doing the teaching. We taught about how to build self-esteem today, and we included LeBron James as a sports analogy. I don't know about y'all. One of my students over here, Miss V, said, hey, it touched her, it hit home. And so that's what I want to do, is come up with topics for every day to start your day with a win workout, that we have stuff that resonates with people. So I'm telling you, this self-esteem stuff, it was awesome. All right, you guys. All right, let's go ahead and do our 1 to 30 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, y'all. 5, 6. Bring it up. 7, 8. Bring it up. 9, 10. Come on, you guys. My elbow is hitting my knee. You got this. Miss V, how do you do with these? Ty, how do you do with these? Good morning, everybody over here on TikTok. How are you on TT? How you guys doing? Yes, my tapping of my screen works. It's not broken because I just tapped it myself. All right, you guys, we're going to go and do 10 to 20. We're doing what we got to do. You know, we did 30 minutes straight on the treadmill. Y'all see me sweating still from the treadmill. Okay, we're still sweating on the treadmill, from the treadmill. We're having a good time. All right, then we're gonna do our 60 kettlebell swings. Hey dancer, hey, what's going on? Yes, thank you. Hey dancer 1, 2, 3. Have you been in here or are you new, dancer 1, 2, 3? Let's go from 10 to 20, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Come on, y'all, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Come on, y'all. We got this. We got this. Thank you so much. We are doing what we got to do. We are doing what we got to do today. My video on Stephen A. Smith, I don't know if you guys have gone and seen it on YT or you've seen it. Big Donut, Big Donut. Welcome back. I don't know if you guys have seen, I told y'all yesterday, I had this video where I'm pretending to be Stephen A. Smith, y'all, and I'm in oh, yes, I thought so, Dancer 1, 2, 3. I'm pretending to be Stephen A. Smith, and I'm pretending to be Serena's husband. Y'all like that video. That thing is up to like 40,000, I think, already. People like that video because somebody need to put Stephen A. Smith in his place. That's all. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never been married. You ain't never been married. Stay in the you ain't never been married lane. That's what it is. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and do 20 to 30, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right, y'all, we doing it. Rah! That's my, yes, we are doing it, you guys. We're staying committed. Again, a tip for self-esteem, keep showing up for yourself. Keep showing up for yourself. You don't have to be perfect, but show up for you. All right, y'all, we can talk about it or we can be about it. But now we're going to be about it. All right? So we're going to go from 60 to 80. All right? We're going to go 60, 80 on our 15-pound kettlebell, okay? I got my girl Ty over there with her 20 pounds, okay? Miss V, what are you swinging for your weights? What are you swinging for your weights? Let me know. You guys, you tried the duo gel? Which duo gel? The dew gel. Oh my gosh, you guys, y'all know I love natural hair. I got leave-in conditioner right now. My hair gonna be hooked up tomorrow. But, oh, you like the dew? I love it. And even with because Cassie or Andy, she has very thick hair. And so we were talking the other day, and we were talking about if you have natural hair, you gotta test the products yourself. Because, my God, you know, something that worked for one person, my hair is pretty thin. Something that worked for one person don't work for the other person. All right, y'all, let's go 60 to 80. I'm so glad it worked for you, though. All right, 60, 61, 62. Come on, y'all. 63, 64, 65. Come on, y'all. 66, 67, 68. Come on, y'all. 69, 70. 71, get them hips involved. 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. Look at that, y'all. We have done 80. Oh my gosh, and I got 1,000 hearts. I didn't even know I was going to dance anyway. All right, you guys, we got 1,000. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my goodness. Okay, Miss V. Okay, so that's fine. Miss V, I know you're not poking fun. You have a 16-pound weighted vest, okay? Miss V says she's swinging her 5-pound, but she's thinking about raising it up next week. Yes, end zone. Yes, my end zone dance. My end zone dance, Big Donut. We doing what we got to do. We doing what we got to do today. That's right. That's okay. You know, I'm going to upgrade. I think I need to, I've been doing mine for so long too. I need to upgrade mine, but I'm going to upgrade from my 8-pound vest. Big Donut, it's an 8-pound. My vest is an 8-pound, but I ordered a 15, so I have a 15 now. I'm just going to break it out next week. So we're going from 8 pounds to 15. I'm going to add maybe my 1 pound walking because then I have the vest on, so I don't know if that'll be overdoing it. But then we're going to, when we do our punches, we're going to punch with Miss V, and we're going to add some pounds to it. So we're going to have us a good time. We're going to have us a good time. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and go from 80 to 100. We got this thing out here. Okay, we got this thing. My watch is saying I got 4 minutes to keep it moving. So I did real good, you guys. I didn't like over yap today. Go me trying to figure it out. All right, y'all. 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86. Come on, y'all. 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93. Come on, y'all. 94, 95, 96, 97. Come on, y'all. 98, 99, 100. Yes. So, Andy, is your hair shorter now to use that gel or what? You guys, we just did 100. We just did 100, y'all. We just did 100. Come on now. Come on now. You know, be proud of yourself. For you guys who have been hanging in. Yes. All right, Mr. 420. Love you, man. Thank you so much for coming by. A tie, 90 swings, not playing. Come on, y'all. It's a lot. It may not look like nothing, but it's something, you guys, because you're getting healthier, you're getting stronger on the inside, even if it doesn't look like it. Wow, that is so good. My goodness, you know, I love a natural hair product, but my goodness, it's like, it's so hit or miss in the natural hair game. Is anybody else out here naturalistas? Is anybody, if y'all wear your hair natural, please put natural in the chat. Serenity Tay Imo 23, thank you so much for the follow. Serenity, is that a yes? Yes, oh my goodness. So me and yes, thank you so much. Me and Andy was talking about just how much work natural hair is. I love it though. I love it because you know what? Only me has this hair that comes out of my scalp. So I love the original. You know, oh my gosh, administrator, you natural too. Y'all, we need to do a lesson about natural hair and just share notes of which hair stuff is working. That's what we needed. But it's worth it. It's worth it, y'all. It's worth it. I love it. Although, you know, everybody, you know, y'all do y'all thing. We ain't shaming y'all. We ain't trying to make nobody, you know, but we got to because I love, and I was using, you know, Miel, y'all. And then the people was like, is your hair falling out? And I was like, oh God, is my hair falling out? Oh my God, Serenity, Botana oil. Okay, I'm not here on that Botana oil. I'm not here. I don't know about it. All right, y'all, let's go. Oh my goodness, Ty done got to her 120. She said, y'all talk about hair while I go ahead and swing my stuff. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get the 120. Ty don't be playing with me. All right, y'all, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, and thank you for being here. 106, Ty. 107, Miss V. 108, Andy. 109, Mr. 420. 110, 111, Administrator. 112, 113, Serenity. 114, Big Donut. 115, 116, 117, Dancer. 118, 119, 120. Woo! Y'all, I couldn't even remember. I remember people's names while I was swinging that kettlebell. My brain must be getting good, y'all. All right. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Ty just said she just shaved her hair off. I know that's right. Man, you guys, we have done. Let me see what the folks are saying. Yes. I used to use, no, I got to read this. Serenity said she used to use Miel rosemary oil. Me too. Then I got scared of what everybody was saying. I'm telling you, me too, because I didn't know if it was going to make my hair fall out or shed, but I was scared to death. I was scared to death. Yes. Okay, so Andy is using this dual texture foam, and she's talking about the dew, y'all. That's what she's kind of duo, but the dew is spelled. Have an amazing day, Miss Ty, have an amazing day, okay? The dew she's talking about, DOUXX. Yes, Miss, I'm thinking of doing that too. Oh my gosh, Miss V, your hair. She said her hair is way down to her hips. She about to cut it off. Girl, send us a photo first. And Ace in the 808 base gel. Okay. I haven't done their 808 base gel. I haven't done that, but I love the name of it though. They're very creative with that. Yes, thank you so much for the pumpkin latte. Yes, yes, thank you so much for the pumpkin latte. Yes, thank you, Administrator. You are so welcome. Yeah, I got your back, girl, because we just talked about that on the phone. It's all good. Yeah, so you guys, we just finished up another exercise. We do these Monday through Friday, and you all know, so what my format now is the first 30 minutes. If you guys just want to come in the first 30 minutes if you want to get the lesson. But y'all know I be bringing the pain on the lessons. Y'all know I taught college when I was 24 years old. I got my master's degree, and I was like, I had to raise money for one of my businesses, and I was teaching college. And so y'all know I'm going to bring the pain on them lessons, okay? So if y'all want to come from 8:30 to 9, it's going to be our lesson. Then we're going to switch over at 9:30. We're going to start doing our kettlebells, our punches, elbows to knees, and that's how we'll finish it out. And then, all the questions, if you guys have questions or commentary or things like that, that's going to be in our second half, okay? So I think this might flow a little bit better for me. I don't know. I think it will. All right, all right. Oh, no, I'm not interested in teaching college now. Because I'm saying? I'm teaching y'all. This is better than college. They don't pay the people no money, man. And y'all already told me, I already told y'all today, what was part of our lesson? Your self-esteem definitely correlates with how much money you make. And so they got to pay me. I don't play that stuff. All right, y'all. So I love y'all. Please have a wonderful day. I'm working on my site, y'all. Wait till I tell y'all about my site. Y'all gonna be like, Yasmin ain't playing. Now, thank you. Miss V says, see you later. And she's grateful for me, and I'm grateful for you all too. And don't cut your hair off. That's all I want to say, Miss V. Don't cut your hair off. All right, y'all. Have a good one. I will see you tomorrow. Woohoo! Yes. I will see you guys tomorrow.